G'day, Ninja here. We've got Wana on the table. She's donated her tricep today, so we're going to do some tricep treatment, then we're going to do some self-treatment, and then we're going to do a bit of exercise to strengthen it back up again. So let's go. Okay, so first up, we're going to have a look on the diagram, just exactly where the tricep is. So it's in the back of our arm here, and it's actually got 3 tendons up the top here that join onto the bone. So that's why it's a tricep 3. So it goes up in here, can kind of join underneath these rotator cuff muscles, and then they come down, and then they joins into the elbow here. So you can see there's a long white bit here of fascia, which I'm really interested in, but also in these white bits up here, the tendons, that's where we need to really target. So we won't be targeting so much in the bellies of the muscle where it's more red, it's going to be more on the white bits. That's where the pain usually comes into the body because there's more stress, because they're pulling on the bones. That's where the stress points are, so that's where we're going to target. I'm going to start to try and locate just exactly where her tricep is. So I'm going to push right in, so I can feel that there's a lat there, so I need to kind of weave in underneath that and try and find the tendon right in at that bone level. So pushing right in here, and then trying to really push in, and I'm in using a lot of patience, I suppose, and then sink right in to that level. How's that going, Wana?
Yeah, all good so far.
Good so far. And now I feel like if I run down, just that little bit, yeah, I could feel where that tricep was, just there. How's that feel? Feel like I'm on it?
Yeah.
Yeah, not too bad. The old foot's going a little bit. We can see a bit of foot action. Yeah, that means I'm on the target. So I'm on that inside tricep, and what I'm going to do, I've pinned it now, so what I want to really do is try and encourage that away from where it's been jammed up, where it's stuck up in there. It's all scarred and tense, and it's got that tension through it. It's all hardened up, so it's not as functional anymore. And this is where pain can emanate from. So I'm just going to work on that bit there, and I'll work down in towards that tricep belly, like that. So I'm going to go to a different section now. So work around here, and what I'm going to do is sink right in, and I want to get into that bone level, and then underneath my thumb I can feel where the tendon is joining onto the bone there. So what I want to do is get right up into it, like angle right up in, and then I want to scoop it away. So I'm keeping that pressure on there and just hitting it and moving that out and away like that. Yeah. So I'm pinning it, so I'm going to get all the stuff that's been stuck in there, all these little micro tears that have been over years and years of stress and tension and loading through this part of the body, and just clearing it out. So it's a really slow, deliberate process, and you really try and work with the person, and as I'm feeling rolling over things, I can feel for where those spiky bits are coming up into my thumb, and then weight on it and just eliminate it out. And so I just sort of talk to Wana. How's that feeling? Is that a bit better now?
I feel it in my shoulder.
In your shoulder? Yeah, so referring pain into other parts, which is a cool sign that I'm on the right track. Okay, so what we might do now, just skip through and we'll work from the elbow up. So remember, we saw on the diagram, it's all white through here. So this is going to have, because it's white, it means it's a loading point in the body. So it's going to have lots of stress and tension would have been through this part of the body throughout time. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to start right down the elbow here, where all that fascia is joining onto the bone. I'm going to push in like that, and then I'm going to try and work it up. So I'm putting quite a bit of pressure on, and then sliding up and seeing what I can find. So we're going looking for bits that feel like they want to flip over. They might be spiky bits where there's old scar tissue, the calcium deposits, the spurs have built up. And just working with Wana, and she can tell me exactly if she can sense something coming up. A lot of times you can just feel things are coming up where they're really tight and sore. How does it feel?
And I kind of feel it on the
inside, outside?
Actually, the outside of my wrist.
Outside of your wrist? Yeah, so there's referrals. So if I kind of change my angle, I might choose a different thumb. So if I change my angle, then I can push up, and then I've hit a spot there, like that. So this might be a key spot for Wana. So we'll just pin it, have the patience, just hold on to it for a bit, and then just wait for it to disperse, melt, break down, file down, all these kind of things. So you can keep on talking about that kind of stuff too, and those words can actually help to visualize things kind of reducing, changing color, changing shape, breaking down, fragments coming off, so it's not so stuck and solid and things like that anymore. Anyway, let's give you a bit of a snapshot of what it's like to get your tricep worked on. Let's do some self-treatment. Okay, so we're going to do some self-treatment now. So it's really good to just get your hands into your own body and just figure out exactly where all these tendons are. So we can have a bit of a feel, press in, then just sort of move. We're not sliding like this, not moving like that. We're actually trying to push in and then flip under and then try and locate, get down to that bone level where we can really push in. So find where your triceps are, go like that, feel what they're like, and we can kind of feel where all these spots are. So you might even be able to feel if there's a bit of inflammation, there's a bit of heat coming out, things like that. But you can really identify exactly where those spots are. So it's not that easy to work on the things yourself. You can do a bit on there, but it's probably better to get some tools. So Juana, can you show me how to get it done? With a ball, yeah. So we've got a lacrosse ball here. So what we're going to get Juana to do is try and get right up into where those tendons are joining on, and then just using her own body weight just to sit down on it, sink down onto it, and then pin the spots where it really needs it.
Yeah, I feel it in here.
Yeah, so feeling it there. So any time, it doesn't matter if it's a tricep or the teres, whatever, the lat, doesn't matter, just as long as you're hitting a spot that feels therapeutic. Well, quite often just when you're exploring around, you're going to find other things that are related. Use your own intuition. You know when you're on a good spot. You know if it's therapeutic. You know if it's going to be beneficial in the future. So yeah, you just keep on exploring. But the main thing is you pin things. And you look at the anatomy from the diagram and you want to pin where it's white, because that's going to have the tension in it. It's most likely where the pain's going to reside as well. Then I've got old broomstick from around the house, so you don't need anything fancy. So just get a good grip on things and then you try and push in like that. So the beauty of a broomstick is you can hold things and work it like that. So I can move, so I can do little movements like where I'm trying to replicate the pain. So it might be something like that, but I can also grab it, pull it into different directions, adjust my weight, and just work into wherever those spots are. So it might be inside a bit, like that. So really try and find that tendon, where that pain is, and then just try and shimmy around a bit, move around a bit to really pinpoint that exact spot where you need to get the flow back in your body, break down that scar tissue, and then you'll be on your way to healing. Okay, so we're going to show you how to strengthen up your triceps. So we're going to show you some regressions with a dip. So what I've got here, I've got 2 boxes, so you can find 2 chairs, 2 stools, something like that. And then what you can do, you can manage the amount of loading you're going to put through your body. So by putting your feet on the ground, you can kind of use your legs to kind of stand up, but you're also getting that push through your triceps. So when I go back on, you can see when I'm up the top here, that's when my triceps are shorter. So when we're going down like that, they're actually stretching out. So that might be a good thing to do, is go down nice and slow and stretch out your pecs, but also your triceps like that. So as you get stronger, you're rehabilitating yourself a bit more. What you can do is you can put your feet out a bit more like that, and then load up your body that bit more like that. Okay, and then once you get even stronger, you can start to lift your body off the ground and you can lower down like that. So if you like what you saw here, maybe you like our Fundamentals of Fitness course. It's running right now. Everything Fix It Yourself is in there. Half the program is actually Fix It Yourself. And then we take you on a journey through real core stuff, real basic stuff like core breathing and movement. So everything is all to get yourself to be able to run, punch, throw, lift, all those really basic things that a human should be able to do. So if that interests you as well, click the link below and join us on the journey. Thanks for watching.